As athletes compete for gold medals in the Olympics, so do mountaineers strive to climb the highest mountain on each continent. On the 19th of February 2004, South African cameraman Shaun Wisedale became the first person from Africa to climb the highest mountain on each continent, the 7 summits. More people have been into space and have achieved this mountaineering prize. Shaun's ambition to shoot a film of the highest points around the world is brought to life in this series of 8 episodes. We will follow many amazing stories and characters as we take a remarkable journey to the 7 summits. We'll visit the highest mountain in Antarctica, Mount Vinson, coldest, driest, and most remote mountain on Earth. In temperatures of 40 degrees below zero, frostbite is the enemy. We take on Mount Aconcagua to the roof of South America, where high altitude and the notorious Viento Blanco, the white wind, claims lives. Denali in Alaska is the highest mountain in North America. Avalanches, exhaustion, and its proximity to the Arctic Circle make it one of the toughest challenges of the 7. We traveled to the Himalayas, into the death zone above 8,000 meters, to the highest mountain on our planet, Mount Everest, where 1 of every 7 who reach the top don't make it off the mountain alive. The highest point in Europe is on Mount Elbrus in Russia, where high winds flatten the tents. The highest point in Australasia is Carstensz Pyramid. Freedom fighters and a neighboring gold mine makes entry impossible. Find out how our team get in. The highest freestanding mountain in the world is in Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro. Perceived by many to be easy to climb, it turns back the fittest athletes. These are the 7 summits as featured in Shaun Wisedale's best-selling book, Freeze Frame.
I really enjoy making films about expeditions and adventures, and this one was to the highest mountain in Australasia, to Carstensz Pyramid.
Carstensz Pyramid is the highest mountain in Australasia. Situated in the jungle of Irianjaya in the southwestern part of Papua, it's virtually inaccessible for 2 reasons. In the north, the Papua freedom movement are fighting for independence, and indiscriminate killings have been reported in the region. Then in the south, there's the Freeport mine. Situated on one of the largest veins of gold on Earth, it generates hard currency for the Indonesian government and is protected by the military. Entrance through it to the base camp of Carstensz Pyramid is strictly forbidden. In 2001, Jakarta was rocked by a series of bombings, and after much pressure to improve its tourism industry, a peace climb to Carstensz was arranged. The news could not have come at a better time for Shaun Wisedale, who was waiting to climb his 6th.
That news came in, it was absolutely amazing because I thought that Carstensz was going to be really difficult to get in. But what that meant was that I could go and climb my 6th of the 7, and I only had 2 left to do.
A month later, a tourist was shot in the north, and the peace climb was called off.
It was really disappointing to get the news that we couldn't get in, and especially after we'd heard that we could, and there was just this emotional roller coaster. But contact was made with an Indonesian agent, a guy named Nova Tejikasuma, who said that he knew of a way to get into Carstensz, but we had to get ourselves over there. So that was all we could do, and we were on our way at last.
In the team are Tia Maria Durant, an experienced South African climber from the Cape. Richard Beek is a minerals dealer from Johannesburg. Byron Smith, a Canadian businessman, and Sean Wisedale, once again documenting the adventure. The team fly from Johannesburg, South Africa to the Indonesian capital of Jakarta. Jakarta is a bustling metropolis and not the sort of environment Tia Maria Durant feels entirely comfortable in.
Here. It's very sticky and you don't want to spend much time outside because it's so hot and it's very noisy. There's loads of people and when you try to get to some place, you're always in a traffic jam.
Tia's in search of Richard Beek. He's coordinating the expedition and tying up all the loose ends.
Hi, what's happening?
Hello. Internet, shopping, I found umbrellas.
Where's a McDonald's? Ek is honger, daarom is ons by McDonald's want ek soek 'n Big Mac en ek wil nie die Indonesiese kos eet nie want ek is bang vir Delhi Belly. Nothing like drunk food.
Richard is finalizing the travel arrangements with a local agent named Wan Chu. It's taken a few days, and exactly how the team will reach Carstensz Pyramid remains a mystery.
Okay, tenang bos.
Had enough time in Jakarta. We spent 2 nights here already. We're going to spend another 1 night here. And we're leaving tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock. So it's early morning and we're flying at 5. And we can't wait. Just want to get there now. Staying with you.
It's 10 to 4. Normally be coming home at this time on a Friday night. But strong, sober, I'm looking forward to climbing.
I want to get there now. I had enough of the city. I'm not a city person. I want to get into the jungle and have fun and play.
Just wish all the best, safe flight, safe journey, great memories, and glory of adventure.
The team fly east to the small mining town of Timika. From there, Carstensz Pyramid lies 100 kilometers inland, high above the deep equatorial jungle.
Very green and like fried peanuts and rice for breakfast. And I don't know what this is. What is this? Meat? It's got klappen around it. Het is goed om uiteindelijk die bergen te zien vanuit die vliegtuig. Het lijkt baie tropies en ons baie riviere.
Timika is a mining town with no tourism industry. Because the team were here to climb and not to mine, their efforts to keep that a secret are quickly undone, and their motives are questioned by the authorities.
Hulle begin nou klaar vir ons vra oor waar ons gaan en hoe lank ons hier gaan wees en hoe lank ons gaan bly en waar ons gaan na die tyd. Ek's versigtig omdat ons nie hier mag wees nie.
Once the formalities are taken care of, the team meet Nova Tejakusuma, the expedition guide and coordinator.
From here we drive you to hotel for a short break. Let's say half an hour and then we go up to the mountain.
Nou wat nou net vir ons gesien met die deure en die vensters toe maak. So So ek wonder hoekom. Ek dink nie hierdie kar het aircon nie, so dis nie daarom nie.
Just got information now that we're going to leave as soon. We're going to a hotel. We're going to have a few refreshments, and then we're going to go straight to the mountain. So it's quite a great surprise because we're already on our way there. So Nova must have set most things up, and he's got all the logistics organized. So that's quite a positive thing.
Dark tinted windows disguise the presence of the team as they head towards the entrance of the Freeport mine.
We're at an altitude of about 200 meters, and there's 4 of us in the back of this vehicle now. We've been escorted by these 2 military guys who are getting us through the checkpoints.
A short while later, Indonesian military uniforms are issued.
No time to explain.
Yep, the car's coming.
It's terrible. It's like freezing.
We have a truck that just went by, and we can't be seen. We should almost...
There's another one.
A routine pit stop turns into a scramble for cover.
Sorry.
They just gave us these camo hats here, which are basically so that we I suppose, look like military people. I don't know any other reason why they would give them to us, but...
Dit is alles. Oh, jeepers. Guns. Hulle het vir ons hierdie gekamoufleerde pette en hoedings gegee. Sodat ons is weer mag
I'll take the bag. What I'm saying is we're going to pass through the checkpoint 50. The hardest checkpoint, yeah, we have to get through. We actually have dealt with before, so I think that's fun. I will lose my... So this is the most crucial checkpoint that we're going through here. So we have to make sure that none of us are seen.
They drive under the cover of darkness.
We're pausing this mine illegally. We don't have any permits, so we were in army gear, in an army vehicle, with army guys with guns.
Now they must cross under the mine and reach the boundary. The military uniform is exchanged.
Things. So you're going to drive you through underground, and it's required for everybody who ride the car through the underground mine wear this. Yeah. And we also have to wear a helmet there.
I'm a mine worker.
Put your hat on there.
Certainly. Do you have anything you want in my bag?
Sure. Can I leave anything behind? Sean?
They head underground. A few hours later, a military sentry point is reached.
We've been brought to a sort of mini container. This is it right now, and kind of put in here, just waiting to head out. We're actually pretty confused about what's happening, but maybe we'll know about it in the next half an hour, see exactly what's happening.
Gates to go through. No more checkpoints.
No. This is the last one. From here on, we may start tomorrow early, 3 o'clock. Yeah, we stay here for...
Are we going to stay here until 3
I think
o'clock?
that's the best. I have discussed with them, and they said this is the best option for us. Yeah.
Ek het hoofpyn gehad, maar is weg nou. Ek voel baie beter, drink net water om die hoogte bo seevlak te akkommodeer. En dis baie opwindend. Ek voel soos Akteur in die Great Escape. Of nie akteur nie, hierdie is die regte lewe.
So we basically posed as army guys, and then we posed as miners, and now we're at an army post. It's 3,900 meters, close to 3,900 meters, and we're going to get a few hours sleep, and then from here we're gonna walk for about 6 hours to get to base camp. 25 to 12. We're just getting ready to go climbing. So we had about 3 hours of kip, very comfortable, and yeah, we've got some Indonesian vegetables here. It's very nice, and Nova organized it. Thanks, Nova. And chicken, like a chicken.
And some rice.
Bit of rice down here.
What's she saying?
Midnight snack. Right.
Good.
And some seafood thing.
On the surface, all seems to be going according to Nova's plan. Then a sudden shift and a bitter twist turns everything for the worst.
So,
what happened?
okay, so the mine already noticed that we are here somehow. I don't know from which source, but Pak Berkim is asking us to leave back to Timika as soon as possible. I know this is very, very unbelievable for you. It's really unacceptable for you.
Is the expedition over?
Timika harus kembali. We missed. I mean, we've been work everything very well, but there is a link. We miss it. And then according to Pak Berkim, we have to coming down and leave to Timika as soon as possible. Otherwise, they're gonna arrested us because we entering the mine illegally.
Okay, and then in Timika.
Yeah, and then we
have to
back
leave
together.
Timika.
Oh,
We're going back to Jakarta straight away. Maybe tomorrow morning or something.
at the moment I'm shaking and there's a lot of adrenaline going through.
Yeah.
I still believe we're gonna get to our summit. I'm not gonna give up hope now.
Terribly disappointed, the team head back through the mine.
Don't worry, I'm not crying.
Tia petitions her Bible for some divine intervention. But this nightmare is very real, and within a few hours the team ends up back where it all started.
Okay, it's Sunday morning. We're at a little hotel in Timika, which is the town that we started off, that we landed at. And yeah, we had a good night's rest, and yeah, everybody's quite sort of concerned about what happens from here. And it looks like you know, we're just going to have to wait and see what plans can be made to get us in there, because there's no way of getting to the base camp without going through the mine.
Two days later, good news. There's a breakthrough.
One man, let's go. We're talking.
Without that, please.
Okay.
Sean wasn't permitted to record the meeting, but he manages to sneak a camera in.
The consequences of what is happening, we have to involve more person here to make this expedition can go. I'm not trying to bribe, I'm not trying to blackmail you or anything, but what they were required, they are requiring me to cover, it is another 20 million, which is...
How much is 20 million?
It's like 2,500.
2,500?
2,500. No, but what I was saying to them, I myself feel responsible for this.
The mine liaison guy and the chief of the army have got together, and so we have to pay an additional $2,500, which you don't even start questioning and asking them what it's about or what it's for. And yeah, they're saying we're going to leave sometime maybe up until Tuesday night, but we're waiting to see. Maybe we'll even leave tomorrow.
To go. Gotta rest. Too late. I'm looking forward to Tuesday night.
Lots of praying now, and trying to stay positive and rest and breathe thick oxygen air to get us up the mountain. And I still believe we're gonna get there. We're gonna get our summit.
The meals we have for the expedition, we prepare for 14 people.
Okay.
14 person, including you, including our porter, including the army, including ourselves. For cocktail, we have 20 cans.
95% pure oxygen.
So we have now
Just
the
in case the
two
camera is
full,
too heavy for Sean to carry.
We are going to do a second try to approach the mountain through the same way we had before, but this time they require us a very strict rule. They require us first, there will not stop and road for any reasons, and they require us no photos, no cameras on during the trip. Otherwise, they have a right to ask all of us to returning to Timika and then not let the expedition goes on.
Once again, the team is smuggled through Freeport by the military. The ever-present dusty gloom is gradually replaced by refreshingly clear mountain air as the mine's lights disappear into the distance.
So about 7 days after reaching Jakarta, we've got to a point where we're about a kilometer from the mine. We're at about 3,800 meters right now. We've had a hell of an epic getting here, as we know. And right now all we're keen on doing is just getting up to base camp. We've got a 6-hour walk ahead of us with quite heavy packs. So yeah, looking forward to attempting the sixth of the 7, and just hoping like hell that everything goes well and that we get back safely.
Nova's recruited a few troops to assist with the portering of supplies and for protection at base camp, but it's taking a lot of time to round them up.
Ek wil net loop. Ons het genoeg gewag. Ek wil net gaan. Hoe by basecamp kom nou.
Do you trust what's going on?
Ja, ek vertrou wat nou aangaan. Ek glo ons gaan nou uitkom. Maar ek sal beter voel as ons nou net aan die beweeg kan kom.
The approach to base camp takes place under the cover of darkness. By dawn, they'll be miles away and out of sight of the mine officials.
Okay, we're at about 4,100 meters at the moment. Not long to go to base camp. And yeah, going pretty well. We're up through a very tight gully at the moment. And feeling strong. It's getting a bit chilly, but yeah, everyone's going well. So it's great. Quite excited about tomorrow.
This is great stuff. I love it. This is the moments I'm living for. I'm having the time of my life. It's dark, and it's 12:10. It's a bit, it's overcast, but it's not white out, so we can move easily, and it's just nice weather. Not too cold, not too hot. Perfect.
6 hours later, in the inky darkness, the team reached the base camp of the highest mountain in Australasia.
We're at base camp. And after 2 years and almost 6 months, this is the closest I've ever came to this, the summit of the mountains. And now it's just getting the climbing ability right, getting the head right, which is right already, so it's not a problem. And we're heading up the hill, can't wait. I'm so glad we're at base camp. Tomorrow it's going to be great to wake up because it's dark, and we walked all the way in the dark, and so we don't have a clue what it looks like around us. Tomorrow's going to be a good day.
It's fantastic to be at base camp. It's definitely a trip back into the Stone Age. This magnificent scenery here, this turquoise lake in front of us, and well, it's upward and onward from here, I guess. We're planning to leave at 12 o'clock tonight, and hoping to summit by tomorrow morning sometime. So we just got to pray for good weather and pray that it's going to be a safe trip up there.
How's it going, Byron? Pretty good there, Sean. God, it's beautiful up here. I can't believe a glacier up in this tropic location.
How's it going there, young Richard?
Very well. Finally got our tent. Had to bunk it a bit last night. But yeah, good. Keeping it settled. And it's great scenery. Glad to be here.
I didn't get much sleep. We were 3 in the tent because the other 2 guys' tent didn't come up last night. So we tried to catch up on some sleep today. It's pretty. I think it's the prettiest base camp I've been to. It's very rocky, and this rock it's hard, and it will hurt your fingers. But now we're just waiting for some tea to get the acclimatization process going. But we'll be fine.
Tia's breakfast could turn the most robust of stomachs, but she knows that the easiest way to acclimatize is to eat.
Mussels.
Een moderne ontbijt.
Dit is 'n alternatiewe ontbyt. Dit is mossels op provita.
The team have reached this altitude rapidly, and to acclimatize well, they drink at least 4 liters of liquid a day. But it hasn't helped Richard, who's showing the symptoms of mountain sickness.
How's your eyes feeling?
Fine, why? Do they look bloodshot? I just didn't get a good night's sleep last night, but it was cool. Been sleeping today. Nice and damp and cold. But otherwise it's good. Now I've changed batteries as well. Seriously, my eyes like bloodshot.
It is. Ek het net my battery vervang. Ons gaan 6 tot 7 ure in die donker stap. So jy wil nie halfpad uit batterykrag uit hardloop nie. This is your harness, which is attached to your body, which you wear like trousers. And then you use a jumar which is a sending device. This is attached on the harness and then it's also attached on the rope. And you clip it on, and you can only move it upwards and not downwards at all. So when you run into trouble, you're safe. Summer day.
For good luck, Tia will take a few carefully selected charms with her to the summit.
South African flag. It's been on all 4 of the previous summits. That's why it looks a bit knackered, but it's verse out of the Bible. Joshua 1 verse 9.
Which is?
Soos wat ek by Moses was, so sal ek by jou wees, moenie bang wees, jy moenie bekommerd wees nie, want ek die Here God is met jou waar jy ook al gaan. A pebble from the beach. So I put a rock down on the summit and I take one. But I need to put this one down before I take one. And I do this for every mountain.
In 1623, a Dutch navigator was ridiculed for reporting a snow-capped mountain close to the equator. What Jan Carstensz was looking at was the Mirren Glacier. It lies at 4,600 meters above sea level, but it's diminishing rapidly along with the rest of this Stone Age wilderness. In fact, the entire Sudirman Range is under threat of the activities and encroachment of the Freeport mine. The team will start the climb at midnight. The route is relatively straightforward with no camps along the way. Over 18 hours they will ascend 800 vertical meters to be at the summit before the late afternoon volatile weather, and then return to the camp before nightfall the next day. It promises to be an extremely grueling mission.
So yeah, final preparations. It's 11:25. We hope to get some sleep. I think Tia got some sleep, but on summit bid, on the night before summit bid, I always battle. So lots of energy, lots of nervous energy, and just thinking about the route, going up there, and thinking about just taking it step by step.
I'm just anxious about how my body's going to react at this altitude. I haven't been to up here for 2 years, over 2.5 years. And so that, and also the rope. Hope the rope's going to be in a good condition, good enough condition, so we don't have to stop for too long changing ropes, because when you stop you get cold. And abseiling and dew mooring, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
Are you nervous about anything?
No, actually I want to just go now. When you've been like waiting for too long, it's not time to go. So hopefully it doesn't rain, otherwise yeah, it'll be good.
Three hours into the climb, Nova calls out from behind. He's not well.
What's happening to her?
Nova's got a splitting headache, and the pace is a bit fast. So he's just going to come a bit slower.
You're just going to come at your own pace, Nova?
We'll wait for him at the base of the wall.
No, I'm not going, sir. You just go. Sorry, Tony. So sorry, I'm not going, sir. I know, I'm going to make you very slow.
Nova is totally exhausted. He decides to turn back and hands the reins over to his assistant, Tony.
Nova?
Yeah.
What's happening, mate?
I just... sorry.
Oh, are you sick?
Yeah, maybe. Really sorry, I couldn't make it with you. But Tony, we'll make sure you'll reach the top of Carstensz, sir. Okay. Ton, you nga ba ya? Hey, Ton, pari Ton.
What do you make of what's going down here now?
I don't like it because I don't know how good Tony's English is. communication is quite an important thing on the mountain.
Istirahat dulu, pelan-pelan aja. Slowly. Just couldn't get through the altitude, maybe sir. Didn't do good acclimatization. Really sorry, Mr. Shan.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'll see you at the base, or if I can meet you up at the bottom, then
Okay.
this afternoon. Okay, so good luck. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
everything okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
Alright. Apa? Ada udah. Yuk. Okay, let's go.
Well, it turned out that Tony didn't know the route well, so we spent the night traversing the base of the wall to find the right gully and the route. And by the morning, we were way behind schedule.
I've got it!
Yeah, so about 3 o'clock, our guide Tony said to us now that he can't find the route. He's suffering a bit with acclimatization problems. Nova's gone back, so we just kind of traversed up and down the wall, see if we could find the ropes, and spent right up until dawn trying to get that right. And so right now we found them, and yeah, looks like we're gonna try and make some progress. Hopefully try and get to the summit before Christmas.
From the base of the wall, a 600-meter face leads up to the ridge.
What we can now see is quite seriously suicidal cliffs. But we're on the rope now, so I'm gonna move up from here.
On a ledge with a lookout over the neighbouring Mirren Glacier and the Freeport mine, the team halt for their first break and a welcome drink.
Today's gonna be a long day.
It's gonna be a great day though, Tia.
A great long day. It's I'm feeling fine. No headache. Just trying to catch your breath off the some rope work, but it's cool. We're on the route now. Hungry, I'm hungry. You want some? Okay. No headache, which is good. I'm happy. But it's tiring. It's hard work, but I'm having fun. I am having fun. I'm just a bit worried about time in the day. We should have been a lot higher by now. So, yeah.
Carstensz Pyramid is immaculate limestone. The rock has great holding characteristics, but it's razor sharp and fiercely abrasive. A fall here is unthinkable. As base camp disappears into the landscape 800 meters below, Tia scrambles up the last pitch towards the ridge.
Awesome! Oh wow, what a view. I'm grateful. We came a long way.
The last section towards the summit runs along a narrow ridge. It should take about 2 hours to the top, if the weather holds. The first obstacle is a 20-meter highly exposed notch. Whatever you do, don't look down.
Hectic. Very exposed.
Time seems to fly by rapidly. Still, the heavy afternoon cloud begins to set in.
Back good. Pretty close.
We gotta go up there.
Up there means some desperately tricky rope work, and you have to want to get up. Testing hours after leaving base camp, the team reached the summit.
Summit! We made it! Woo! I can't believe this. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, we made it. Yes, it's been 12 hours. So, yeah, it feels good. A bit wasted, but just looking to get a safe trip back. And yes, it's good to have number 6 under the belt.
Congratulations, Sean.
Thanks very much.
And now we're only halfway. Still got to go down.
Yeah, actually it was a hell of a lot tougher than any of us thought. And especially since we lost both guards on the way up here. It's the first expedition I've ever been on where both the guards go down. So yeah, that's the way when the expeditions work, and yeah, very happy to be here.
Can't believe it. Awesome.
We're halfway home now, and we're going to be really safe coming down. It was quite an epic journey, really. But summited with Tia and Sean and Richard all at the same time, 1 o'clock, and it was a hell of a chore.
Yes, it was quite a heavy one, and yeah, well, it's going to be a bit hectic going back down, but oh, it's so nice just to be here and appreciate this effort that we put in here. The rocket over there, the old Tinkerbell cruised on methanol the whole way, and then old Byron held the team together, and old Richard, he just plodded at the back and just came through solid and strong. Number 6.
One more to go.
In the next episode, Sean and the team take on Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa. Don't miss it.